Hello, beautiful people. Let's get ourselves situated here. We are here. It is Wednesday. It is today. It's our Wisdom Wednesday talk. As I do have a talk every week, it's a way of tuning in. Whether you are new here or old timer, there's a tuning in and remembering the intention of body being. Of body being, my new book, my body being book. Some of you already have. And to talk about body being is the focus here to kind of bring as energy, as intent leads the energy and creates our body being. So, as many people in these days have different coaches or spiritual practices that have awakened them to a certain degree, these practices will also somewhat make you kind of stuck because the ego will kind of capture whatever you are doing unless there is a continuation that you don't dare to that you dare to not get stuck. So that is where we kind of are at in the world these days, where we kind of have gone from more of a physical battle before and into more of a spiritual battle these days. And spiritual battle is just the battle of the mind or the battle of the ego. And to understand that we all have different kind of egos and mind patterns, ego patterns, spirit patterns that kind of guides us in life. To understand that we have these different patterns, we kind of have to look at what is our intention and what is the potential. And since most people kind of are stuck in this idea of we need to fix and be helped, and we need therapy, we need coaching, we need guidance, it's from a place of kind of poverty of mind or like victimization. And in that place, we can just kind of want to be helped by our friends or our family or a therapist or different stuff and kind of just get a fix. I do yoga to get a fix, or I do breath work to get a fix, or I do go in the walks in the mountains or drink alcohol. You get fixes. Do some meditation to get a fix. But we kind of are a little bit, as we get comfortable with life, we kind of unconsciously get kind of stuck. We don't even know it. So that's why this teaching was ready to be kind of brought back into life. The teaching of body being is an ancient teaching, but very seldomly manifested. It is a teaching that has been brought out as different teachers of spirituality, different pattern. They all talk, many teachings talk about the body and opening the body. But few actually do it because the teachings in itself are not necessarily, have not been made to to give the entirety of this experience. It's supposed to just, it has been more to keep the awareness of it, to keep it alive. Well, wow, it's blinking here. What's going on? There we are. Let's see if that works. It's like blinking like this. Oh, it's still blinking. That's something is happening. Energy is moving. That is what we're doing here. So if you're tuning in, you might be listening to my words. You might feel the energy of what I'm speaking, or you might see my presence. So people tune in different ways. And if you're new, like, subscribe and like and comment. But yes, the path of body being, then, as we're talking about today, is the energy egg. It is the cocoon, it's the energy body, it's the energy that is both inside and outside of ourselves. So when we're kind of talking about relaxation, it is to kind of reattach yourself to this energy body, to this energy egg, so that we can find the peace of breath, the peace of living, the peace of thoughts, the peace of existence. And to do that, we kind of have to realize that there is a cocoon, an energy egg around us, circling us. And within this egg, our existence is. And this existence, we have the thoughts, ideas, emotions, physical things, belief systems, and all these thoughts and ideas, they can all, when they kind of, because they're all moving in our energy egg. So when they move, suddenly they can hit us, and if they have a heavy energy, a dark energy, we can suddenly feel very dark. We can suddenly feel pain. We can get very clouded, our awareness, and hence we kind of we can get lost. So the path of body being is to clean up this egg and realize that all these different paths of our energy body, our energy egg, we can kind of bring life to it. We can bring light to them. Wow. So this is amazing. My lights are playing. So that is what the potential here. If you're new here, that's what people come back here to kind of tune into the life of your energy egg, of your energy body, and remember that we will have to get lost as we meet all these parts of our energy body, energy egg, and that we have to kind of bring blinking lights. We have to we have to get energy back. So it's kind of like this light. Sometimes like a light bulb is a little old. It's not. So then it starts flickering, and then it turns off because the energy of it's a little heavy, dense. But then if we kind of reestablish it and kind of renew it, then the energy comes about again. So that is how we can kind of reestablish this energy body, this energy egg. And at times, like this light, it starts flickering. Something has been your identity for a long time, or I'm a woman or a man, or I'm cool, or I'm that, or I have a family, or I'm pretty, or all kinds of stuff. And then when the energy starts flickering, like here, blinking lights, suddenly we feel uncomfortable. Our reality shifts, and we don't really know how to kind of handle it because it can feel a little annoying. So, but then suddenly today I had one lamp, but then for some reason I brought another one. So it was literally perfect. I have another light. I have another. I can literally turn this light off and I still have a light. So it's kind of like different patterns. We sometimes have to turn it off because they don't work anymore. And then we get a new light, so we kind of get closer. We can have an identity of our physical self, our emotional self, our mental self, our spiritual self, but we kind of will upgrade our energy source. So what we're kind of reminding you, or you're being reminded of, is that it can kind of come to, so this is a bigger ring, bigger light. So our energy source can heighten as we open up this energy egg. And it can be uncomfortable because suddenly you have to, it can seem a little embarrassing to having to turn off one light and turn on the other. But that is what the ease of life is. You kind of literally have to play because you can't take it too seriously. This is not like, oh, I failed, this ring didn't work, or it's blinking. No, actually, everything in life is a teaching. It just takes time to see the teaching and to embrace it as the beauty of life. And then it becomes upgraded into that every thought, every energy, every part of life, every experience, everything can be kind of intertwined. The outside becomes the inside, becomes the energy, becomes your being, and then there's unity. It's when people say you become one with the Tao, or one with your energy body, or one with, God, or one with universe. But what sometimes in our reality, we only have parts of this teaching, so we don't see that there's a bigger teaching, and it requires the simplicity that we have to let go of being the teacher, let go of being in the knower, let go and just figuring it all out ourselves, let go of just bowing down to anyone. There's a purpose in kind of releasing old and letting that renewal coming in with a bigger energy coming in, and then we can gradually open the energy body, the energy egg. And as we do, our body will get lighter, and you will connect your energy egg to your physical body, to your breath, to your physical body, to your emotional body, to your mental body, to your spiritual body, and it becomes this harmonious breathing existence between the outside world and the inside world. So everything is meant to happen, and yet sometimes I create certain support systems like these Wisdom Wednesdays or online retreats or my books that some of you might have, to kind of tune in once in a while so that you remember what is the essence of what we're doing. Remember that we can tune in and allow these energies to renew it themselves, and that we can start seeing the clarity and the compassion that comes in and becomes us as we unify these energies, this energy egg. So that is what we're doing here. I'm curious now if how the light happens now. Let's see. So sometimes it just have to be turned off, and then when you turn on again, it works again. Just like a car sometimes, or a lamp in the car. Sometimes the engine's lamp is on, so literally you have to turn it off a little bit, and then when you turn it on, suddenly it's gone. So in a way, the same way it's like, oh, it's blinking still. Like, let's turn it off. So it's also kind of showing that there is a purpose of the energy body to kind of that we're gradually finding a greater source. Swedish button. There's a greater source that, so as I've gone through this journey, the energy body has upgraded and gradually starts vibrating from a higher energy. So that is kind of weird, but as you realize that and you open up to it, then you realize that as we kind of release some of these spots in our body, these heavy energies, these dark energies, then we will actually become lighter, and then we can more and more attune to the divine. So we start balancing the outside life to the energy inside to the divine, so we can all kind of start coinciding these three aspects, and then they become unified to one big energy egg or energy body that kind of breeds, and every thought, every action, every physical sensation kind of comes in and becomes this kind of breeding that is not your doing, it's just a surrendering to this energy egg that is always communicating with us. So if any of this makes sense, like comment and in the afterwards on the video, or if you have questions, comment, and I might answer more of this in the next video. And if you are here so far and you have heard the words and my presence, and the last part is we're kind of also allowing the energy to kind of come in, and the energy of every word is a beautiful blessing to the heavens, beautiful compassionate embrace, and we can allow this to come into the body as we kind of close our eyes or keep them open. I like to keep them open, but everybody's different. And we can just kind of settle in and let your shoulders kind of drop and your hips drop as you allow your physical presence to embrace this intention that we are opening up to. There's a sailor up there. Yeah, you can see the sailor up there too. Looks like my grandfather. Yes. So it's like inviting in more energy, and you've been here before, and you come to these Wednesdays, Wisdom Wednesdays, you might have felt a little uneasy, or you might have slept a little off because we're disconnecting and connecting energy in the body. So that is where we can allow this energy to come into your body and down to your shoulders, into your hips, down into your legs, into your feet, settling into your roots. And then when it's connected, when we connect the energy body, the energy egg completely, then it becomes this breath, but this life, just natural flow non-breath of just livingness coming and filling us. Yeah, and then it kind of comes up as a yawn. The yawn is like when you wake up in the morning, just you yawn, or like at night when you're ready to just open up and surrender. So either it's going to sleep or waking up, both. The energy moves through in different channels. And so it is. Beautiful. And yeah, thank you for have tuned in today. And if you watch later, please comment, subscribe, follow, DM, and let's have fun together. Let's open up this energy body, this awakening in this beautiful existence that we are all now opening to. And thank you for tuning in for the regulars, and and I will talk to you guys soon. And I hope you have a beautiful continued beautiful Wednesday or whatever day it is.